And he gonna say that for about another 10 minutes over and over. Because he don't know how to conjure up the words to say to fix what he done broke. You done broke the bond of the connection that you built with your followers. And you want to justify you out here in these streets fornicating and using children and schools and God and religion and Pan-Africanism and the black man and your doctorate degree and all of this shit. But deep down inside, you had a deep secret. You was hiding something. I told you to beware of them type of people. You was hiding something. You had something going on, or you still have something going on in your life. And you're going to justify it. And it happened with all of the greats. It happened with Elijah Muhammad when Malcolm approached him on him sleeping with these different young girls. He justified it. It happened with Martin when he was cheating on his wife. It's happening with DR.UMAR. It happened with Brother Polite. It happened with R. Kelly. It happened with all of them. But I don't understand. Why does it happen so much to the black man? What's going on with the black man? Why? You know why? Because black is not a color. Black is a consciousness. You have yet to find anything on the honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. You're not going to find nothing. You know why? The black woman. She has been the wind beneath his wings and kept him afloat. When you see them in public, you never see anger, evil, nothing. You see family. But things go on behind closed doors between them as a family. They've been together for over 60 years. But you're not going to find nothing on the minister. You're not going to find nothing on certain brothers and sisters out there who speak from their spirit. They speak from a soul that you can't understand. These guys be getting up here and they glorify prison. They glorify all these different things. But they have fetishes. They have dark passes, dark secrets that you must be aware of. Ladies, sisters out there, you'll be trying to stand by these dudes that be in these prison systems because you feel that, you know what? He's in jail. He's not a bad person. He's going to change. He's different now. He going to speak different. He going to write you letters with all up on a letter. You're going to open it and it's going to smell up the whole room. The letters and the words is going to be dripping. And you're going to smell the paper and his words is going to be, I hope this letter reaches you in the best of health, spirit, mentally, physically. As for myself, I'm keeping my head up above water, back like a nosebleed, and all kind of, you're going to be like, oh my God, he going to fadazzle you. He going to get on the phone. He going to call you every day. He going to do shit that you never experienced from a man. How many of your ladies out there ever had a man in your life that communicated with you? Never. The only words you're going to hear in your relationship is, babe, I love you. Where you going? When you coming over? How was your day? How you feel? I miss you. When I'm going to see you again? Damn, babe, this pussy good. Keep going. Don't stop, mama. You can put 10 words together, and these are the words you're going to hear, but you ain't going to get no communication because you don't know what communication is. But when they get in that prison system, they know how to lay that pen game down. And a lot of these guys, they do a lot of this, and a lot of them don't know how to write. Because I used to be the guy writing the letters for these guys in here. A lot of them have poor educations. They don't know how to write. They got poor handwriting. They got poor social skills. They don't know how to write. They don't know how to talk. So they go in there with the tough guy image and they holding something in themselves deep down. And when they get in there, you start finding out they messing with boys. But you don't never find out. It takes somebody like me to come and tell you, sis, you got to look out for them signs. When you out somewhere and they see a dude like me come through, tight shirt on, all up, confident, beard on fleek, shades and confident. Guess what your man say? Babe. This big bozo ass nigga. Come here, arms all out. Fuck, this nigga think this a gym? This big bozo, big strong ass nigga, big ass arms. Bet that nigga ain't got no fucking legs. Look at that nigga legs. Nigga ain't got no legs. Nigga doing all this workout. Nigga ain't got no legs. But then when you look at the same dude that's talking, your wife is looking at you, your girl looking at you saying, nigga, look at your gut. Nigga, look at your skin. Look at your poor eating habits. You got something to say about this handsome man walking through here looking like a fucking prince. Looking like a statue. And you over here talking shit, see, but you do that and you think that you shooting that man down. All you doing is uplifting them in your girl mind, right? But sisters, pay attention to that guy. You know why? Because deep down inside, he really saying, babe, look at this nigga. And he wants you to look for he can look. So now you won't never suspect him of looking at a nigga. Yeah, that's what they do. They hate us. I've been dealing with this my whole life. But until prison, I said, damn, this is how they do it. You got to be wary of them guys. You got to, sisters, you got to look out for the guys that's extra hard. What? Smack shit out of one of you. What? These dudes don't want no smoke. What? Yeah, that's my word. When I was up north, son, I just, you got to look out for them. Because that's the ones. You got to look out for my brother, my sister. We have to come together because as Pan-Africanism and black men, you got to look out for them. They be the ones. You got to look out for them motherfuckers. You got to look out for the ones is when they come over to your house. Hey, who that? That's your daughter? That's your son? Hey, little man, what's up? They show all that extra love and care for your kid. But they got 2 kids and they ain't doing nothing for them. They ain't telling you nothing about their family. Let me tell your sisters something. When you meet a man out here in these streets, you better stop sitting on that goddamn pedestal and taking in all the, damn, babe, you look sexy. What's your name, girl? Yeah, I like how your eyes are. Can I get you a drink and all that? And you sitting up there and he just talking and talking and you ain't even asking no questions. Next thing you know, you done gave him your number, your Instagram. He in your DM. He taking you out to eat somewhere. He promised you all of these things. You ain't questioning him about nothing. And if you do question him, he gonna talk about it in 3 minutes. Ask him, so how's your relationship with your mother? Your sisters don't ask these questions. These questions you gotta ask these dirt bombs. How's your relationship with your mother? Their response is always gonna be, my mom, not my relationship good with my mom's. Me and my mom's good. You know what I'm saying? My mom's is good. That's not even answering your question. And you accept that. How's your relationship with your kids? Nah, my kids is good. Me, my kids, my baby moms, we all good. You know what I'm saying? Me and her have a relationship where we co-parenting. We co-parenting right now. Or they say, oh nah, she crazy. Like I don't really fuck with her like that. You know what I'm saying? Because she don't let me see my son. She don't let me see my daughter. She don't let me see my kids. But when they go off of one question and start adding all these other things to it, and they start shooting the other person down, watch out for them people. That's why when I meet a woman and I say, so what happened to your last relationship? And she starts telling me everything that he did bad. Oh, nah, he always out. When I call him, he don't pick up the phone. When I touch him, she start DJing that shit. I'm like, damn. So you didn't do nothing wrong. You just as perfect. And they paint this picture as being the perfect female. And it always turn out they be the nutty ones. Run. Get away from them. I get the hell away from them. I'm like, oh. My boy told me before, he said, look at Shorty. And I'm like, damn, Shorty crazy. Shorty bad. Her body is crazy. Oh, yeah, she bad. For every bad one that you see, there's some miserable dude at home saying, I'm tired of this. I'm sick of this. There's some miserable dude out there going through it. Don't think just because on the physical, on the surface level, that she is what it is. Don't think that on the surface level because he got all of these chains, he got this nice car, he can have a house, he got the talk, his smell is good, all of that. What are you searching for? You searching for the flesh or you looking for the spirit? And then your woman always think that, oh, I can change him. Y'all think y'all can fix everybody. Women always feel they can fix everybody. You always feel you're the answer. You are the answer. You are the answer. You are the wind beneath the wings of a man, not a boy. But y'all got to start asking these crucial questions. We're going to start off with mom, who's a woman that was in their lives from birth. How's your relationship with your mother? How's your relationship with your father? Or my father wasn't there. How did that make you feel, not having a father? So how was your relationship with your son, being that your father wasn't there for you? See, when you start asking these crucial questions, they're not going to be ready for it. When a man approaches you, when these cowards approach you in these streets, what's your name, sweetheart? What's your sign? Stop sign, nigga. Stop. What's your name? Handcuff. What? Handcuff. Yeah, handcuff. Because you need to start asking them the crucial questions like, why you came over here and started talking to me in the first place? I guarantee you, ladies, for my sisters out there, I guarantee you, their response is going to be this. If they don't watch 10 Toes Down, they're going to say, what you mean why I came over here and talked to you? You're going to have to ask them again, because now they need time to start thinking why they came over and talk to you. Out of all of these women up in here, what made you so special? You know what they're going to say? Because you look good. I like it. I like your dress. I like your smile. You're pretty. You got beautiful eyes. You know, no, I just came over here to get you a drink. Or no, I just came over here for conversation. They're not even going to be able to give you an answer why they came. Oh, and then you know what your response would be, ladies? Oh, you came to give me a drink? Oh, you came because I'm beautiful. That's all I'm worth? That's what you basing your approach on? My physical aspects and a drink? You got to start hitting them with that, because they're going to get uncomfortable. Nah, what you talking about, ma? Like, yo, this and that. And they start saying, ma? Yo, what you saying, ma? Like, yo, ma, this, you know, ma could be a figure of speech, but ma can also be mommy. Help. You know, because they still looking for their mom. They done did mom so dirty. Now they calling you mom. They looking for somebody to be their mother. They want to sit up in your crib on your couch with their stinking ass feet on your countertop. They want to sit in your pockets. They want you to take care of them. That's what they want to do. You got dudes, grown men, outside of the YouTube beef and all of this extra shit that I be doing and creating. I create it because I want dudes to step up and become men. But they sit up there on a channel, right? They either on a couch, they either in a car with no home to go to, or they just showing you facial shots with a background that you don't know where they at. Tell them, turn the camera around and do a walkthrough. Do a walk through your house. Your ladies, start asking them. Y'all can follow whoever you want. Say, you know what? Could you just do one time, because I'm into you and I like your words of wisdom and kindness? Could you just flip the camera and do a walkthrough? Let me see your house, see how you living. See if they let you into that part of their life. Because they telling you everything else about everybody else's life. Tell them to turn it around. Tell them to get off the couch one time. Now, it's one person out there you got to respect. And I respect them, even though we go back and forth no matter what. We could beef, we could say whatever, we could shoot each other down. It's Hassan Campbell. You got to respect him. You know why? Because he's coming from a different place, a different perspective when it comes to the way of living. Because when he do a video, he want to do it on the couch. The home is clean. He's doing it from his home in his own private area. When he's done and turn it off, he can go in the refrigerator. He can go outside in the backyard. He can go get in his car, drive. He can go do whatever he want to do. And this is not a big up. This is just a fact. He could go in his closet and change his clothes, and the clothes is clean. He don't have to worry about the house smelling like, well, but you got some dudes that sits on couches, right? And they're propagating. They'll tell you all of this different stuff that's going on with other people's lives and call people broke and bums and everything. And they reporting from a garbage can. They reporting straight from a garbage can. And y'all will sit there and y'all big these people up and y'all be like, yo, that nigga real, that nigga stand up. What make a person stand up? Once I hear a person been in prison, sit down. Stand up, nigga. That stand up ninja, sit down. You already a negative 10. You're a negative 10 on me now. On my Richter scale, you're a negative 10. You been in prison? Okay, boom. Negative. Now, how are we going to build this back up? What did you do while you was in prison? How did you elevate and start to change and work on your behaviors? What was the process like? Tell me about that part. Tell me about the pains and the ugliness that you went through. Tell me about when you was in Attica, when you walked through the hallway online and the police singled you out and pulled you off the line and put you on a wall, made you put your hands on these 2 handprints and the footprints on the floor that you couldn't reach, and they pulled the back of your pants up and gave you the credit card swipe. Credit card swipe is when the officer take his hands and go up the crack of your ass like this. Yeah, they all experienced it, but they're not going to tell you about that part. Oh, you don't want to talk about that part. Oh, you want to talk about when you was in the yard, when your mans ran down on the dude. All right, tell me about when you ran down on him. Let's get the whole story. You ran down on him. What happened? Yeah, me and Tone was together. I ran down on the nigga, right? Boom. He by the phone. I splashed the nigga. Boom! I cut him, right? Boom, he holding his face. He running through the yard. Me and my mans, right? Police run down on us. Won't take us. We get locked up. I go to the box. I'm in the box. I'm running to my man. That's my man name. Damn, I forgot this dude name. I'm gonna get his name for y'all later. But I ran into my man. They just skipped the whole part. And y'all like, oh shit, word. That nigga went, he cut the dude. He went to the box. He ran into his man. Yo, what is his man name? He can't remember his name. I'm coming back. I gotta hear what his man name is. They don't tell you the part before they went to the box. After he splashed the dude and the police came and grabbed him and locked him up and put the handcuffs on him and smacked the shit out of him. Took him on that elevator and took him inside the box and made him strip naked and told him, you little fucking asshole, and smacked him again and kicked him in his ass. He ain't telling you about that part. Y'all seen that CO? Them COs kill that black man up there, ragdolled him. Y'all didn't see what happened before that. But whatever it wasn't enough to justify them killing this brother. So imagine what you think they be doing to these dudes up in here. All the names. Zip with the Drip, Corey King, Cross. Name them. Name a name that been in prison. They all went through it. The police kicked their ass, kicked their teeth out, kicked their back in, their spine don't even go straight. They don't tell you that in the middle part when that CO got a hold of they punk asses. Yeah. I'm going to tell y'all about that part. They don't tell you about that part when they was in that cell, crying, holding that pillow. If pillows could talk, climb on board. Yeah. Better day. Yeah. They in that cell crying. They in that cell crying. I know. Black men don't cheat. Black men don't cry. Motherfuckers in there cheating. They done got the cheat sheet. These gangsters, these killers done got the cheat sheet, and they out here lying and covering up and not telling y'all the true meaning of prison and the ugliness and the horrors of what's going on in there. And they sitting up on these panels and they bigging each other up, right? And what they do is to say 10 toes down. Nah, this nigga this, he this and that, he that and this, right? And the other dude will back him up, and then he'll back him up. You know why they do that? When you look at it, when you see all these dudes come together and they able to try to bomb on me, because they all got something on each other. One got caught with the field snag. The other one got caught with the chump, and the chump was slamming him, banging his back out. The other one got caught. He was a dope fiend. The other one was on drugs and was trying to sell his last pair of sneakers that his grandmother sent them before she died. This one they all got stories on each other, so they want to hold it, you know what I'm saying? And they talk behind closed doors on the phone. Yo, son, yo, be easy on that last video. You went crazy on me, son. Be easy, son. Because you know I put out there about when you was messing with the chump and you was messing with Quan, and the dude would be like, all right, so if you feel that, I'll put out there that you was messing with the other chump, and and they have a whole chump argument, and then they come to agreement. All right, son, you don't say nothing about me, I won't say nothing about you. That's what they be doing. This is what they do. So you can't trust them because they be lying and covering up, and they be fronting. They hate 10 toes down because 10 toes down is going to expose all of them, whether directly or indirectly. But you know I speak the truth, and I don't hide nothing. And I say people names when I talk about you, and I double dog dare any one of them that say meet up with me over here, over there, or now. Because growing up from a kid, I don't know nothing about videos and doing this shit right now. I don't know about that. I don't know about a dude being able to make a videotape, upload it, post it, and then say all this stuff, and then I upload one and post. I don't know about that. But this is the new era we live in. So that's why I try to take it back to when I grew up and say, you know what, let's stop this talking and chit-chatting on this goddamn video shit. Let's meet up. Whether we're going to meet up like men and talk it out, iron it out, and clear it up, and don't do this no more, or we can meet up, fight. Since you're so tough, we can fight. And then people get, oh, that's violence. Oh, you want to fight your brother. That's not my brother. I told you, black is a conscience. It's not a color. It's how you think. It's how you live. And all these guys feel they successful. None of y'all are successful. Because you got views. People in your comment section getting a couple of dollars. No. You know what success is? When you're able to be up here, and you're able to look back down there, you're able to lift up and bring up your brother, your sister, a person you don't know, not always your friends. That's success. Because you need to bring somebody up to leave that legacy behind. So when you gone, because tomorrow it could stop just like that. They could blackball you. I used to say Hassan Campbell was crazy. I used to be like, this motherfucker crazy. Yo, they fucking with my numbers. Yo, they this, they that. And I used to be like, damn, what the hell are he talking about? What numbers, man? Yeah, they shadow banned me. Shadow ban on YouTube is blackball. And I didn't understand it until, look, for the last month, right? I have 55,626 followers. 626. One whole month. 26, it'll go to 24, 25, 23, 26, 20. It'll never pass 626. So what I did, I made 10 toes down. I made 10 different emails. And I subscribed to myself, all 10. Guess how many subscribers came to my channel? 2. From me, I'm doing it to myself. I wanted to see, I said, is this shit real? 2 out of 10. And I'm like, this is myself subscribing to me. They don't know. I said, yeah, they shadow ban me. They will shadow ban your ass. They will stop you. They will hold your money back. They will do everything. And what are you going to do? Complain to the man that pays you? How you going to go above him? You can't go over his head. Who you going to? Who you going to complain? So this is why I said that we needed to come together and stand together and create a platform. Not a platform, but start working with other networks. Because when you come together and your numbers start to work together, they're going to call you. They're going to start putting them deals on the table. And people always say, oh, nah, son, you only saying that because you black. You blackball. You only saying that because you. No, I've been saying this before that we need to come together and create something. You know how they say it takes a village to raise a child? What do you think it is when it comes to us as black people in the community, in this community, to raise $1 million? $1 million. So you mean to tell me, right? Y'all out there, right? You mean to tell me, out of all of us that's going at it, back and forth, right? China Brims, Harlem Legends, Zip with the Drips, Hassan Campbell's, St. Laz, whoever it is, name them, Bullets Gotti, name them. That we all can't just say, you know what? We had our fun. We went back and forth. Threats, disrespect, SMDs and all that. Let's get this money. We could make it to $1 million as a whole. And it'll be nothing to make it to $1 million as a whole. You know why? Because now you're standing as a united front. And no one sees division. Everyone is so, me. And no one is thinking that, you know what? That same little $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 that I made last month, that was only $1,000 a week. You got to think about the minutes and the hours and the time that you put into it, that I could have made that same amount and more in 1 week. Instead of 1,000 a week, how about 5,000 a week? Instead of 5,000 a week, how about 10,000? Am I worth that? See what it is, a lot of brothers out here don't know their worth, and a lot of sisters don't know their worth. A lot of people don't know their worth. Listen, I've done watched people make videos stretching. Just stretching. A woman to get on the video, spandex, put a mask on, and just stretch. And get 100, 200, 3, 5, 1 million views. Doing nothing. She ain't even really doing nothing that's conducive to the video or to your life or her life, but she's getting them views up and she's getting that money. And you dudes mean to tell me, with all of this yelling and beefing and arguing back and forth and all of this, I've been to prison and you worked for 5 cents an hour. You can't work for $200, $300, $400 an hour? You don't want that type of money, huh? You're afraid of that type of money. You're afraid of the sacrifice. You're afraid of the work. You're afraid of the people who you already built to follow you to say, oh, you fucking with him? Oh, yo, that's some sucker shit. You fucking with that nigga now? Oh, you went back to stuff. They worry about what the people gonna say. My thing is this, right? Majority of all of them, I wouldn't even say, I would just say all of them. Forget the majority, all of them don't have nothing to fall back on. Nothing to fall back on. Just think about it. You got Zip with the Drip. He's on the couch. You know he don't go to work. And if he does go to work, it's some mediocre bullshit ass job that he's doing. He has no fucking social skills. He has no trade. He has nothing. The only thing he can do is do construction work and carry this cement bag to over there, cut a wee bar, and stand around and smoke cigarettes and talk shit. And try to cutthroat the construction company that he's working for by doing a couple of things, go to lunch, come back, and you're a good water boy. That's what you're good. You're a good water boy. China Brim. This motherfucker fold chairs for a living. There's not a chair in Florida that hasn't been folded if China Brim didn't help fold it. Harlem legend. I mean, if you look at them, look at their appearance, look how they are when they come up on here. They looking raggedy, worn down, toe up from the floor up. I know you ain't just come from no job, and I know you ain't going to no job. They not well groomed. Their fingernails is dirty. When they be talking, their hands be like this. The tips of their fingers is burnt from smoking weed all day. What is going on with these guys out here? And they call themselves men. They call themselves stand-up, real NIGGAs, real ninjas. That's what they do. That's what they call themselves, real ninjas. And that's just what they are, ninjas. They covered up. They cover their faces up. And they come at night. And they act like they stand up and they held it down because they went to prison. But none of them tell you about their kids. None of them open up and tell you about the real emotion that they're going through. They try to create a story, a new life that they wish they can live and become. You got dudes that'll sit up here with an old raggedy couch, an old chain, and diamonds, blood diamonds, that's not even real, cubic zirconia, mirrors. This shit is broken down mirrors, and they putting them inside the chains. And of course, the reflection is gonna look like it's shining. I can look at my face in this diamond. Shit is a goddamn mirror. Niggas is wearing shades. These shades, they gonna break them up into little pieces and put it in the chain, and dudes think they got a diamond chain. And how you know the chain is bullshit and fugazi? Because one, they're not insured. Ain't no insurance going to insure no fake ass shit. It's not insured. And they don't have, they might have a bullshit receipt. Is this how much they paid for it? But I bet you my last dime, my last dollar, that they can't take you to that jewelry store where they bought it from. Because in that jewelry store, that same jewelry store they was at sells hats, jackets, shoestrings, socks, and leather jackets. It's not a real jewelry store gonna sell nothing but jewelry and This is what they profession. When you go to a jewelry store and they selling hats and all kind of stupid shit in there, you know it's a bunch of bullshit going on. What y'all up in here doing? So I say to you sisters out there again, you got to be wary and watch out for them dudes that be coming out of prison and portraying to be these tough guys and acting like when they come talking about how they was holding it down, majority of them was being held down. When I say being held down, meaning that they was being held back and not being able to be men or be themselves. And they've been wanting to scream out and lash out and talk and just have a voice where somebody can listen to them. So they in prison, they on the gate, meaning they inside their cell, and they screaming out on the gate all day and rattling the gate and rhyming on the gate and want people to hear them. But the people don't know what they look like and who they are. They just hear a voice and they saying, that dude is nice. Yo, he a real dude. He on the gate and he's known as a gate monster. When they get out here, they continue it. They continue to do it. But what is their end game? And majority of these dudes, when you look at them, ain't none of them got no relationships. They ain't got no girl. At least, China Brim, you see him, he'll go from girl to girl to girl to girl and using them and playing them out. He'll make a girl take care of him, which people say is cool because he got a girl taking care of him. But the bigger picture is this. You got some dudes that been in prison over 20 years, came home, and they out here and they don't have a girlfriend. They don't have a girl story. They don't have nothing. They ain't got kids. They don't have no type of life that you can say, you know what? I want to be like him. You know what? I want to have that in which he has. You know what? I want to be able to come across the way. Show me who you want to be like. If you had one outfit you had to put on, and it was a China Brim outfit, would you put that shit on? Or if you had one outfit and it was a zip with the drip outfit, would you put that shit on? All of these different faces and masks that these dudes is putting on, not one of them, if it was the last body on earth, would you put that body on and wear that body? Would you wear them organs that these motherfuckers had? Bad kidney, bad blood, bad liver and all of that? But one thing I learned to do is this, right? I learned to move on. And when I say move on to building a better mind and a better relationship with you folks out there. But when it comes to these dudes that be out here lying and still covering up and got a story about rappers and calling rappers broke and they living in a shack. I don't even know how a person in New York City can live in a shack inside of an apartment. Their apartment is a shack. I've never seen a shack apartment. But now I see it now, but I never knew that you can make an apartment a shack. And they live in, and the sad part is that no one holds no one accountable. You got a person that's taking advantage of their mother. Their mother. And if I'm lying, right? If you think I'm lying, all you got to do when that person live, because you're going to have to keep saying it because they're going to try to ignore what you're saying in the comment section. When they go live, tell them, can you just turn that camera around and do a walkthrough and go in that one bedroom in the back and introduce us to your mother? Yeah, because mama's in the house all the time, all day. Sick as a dog. Because this nigga do nothing but sitting there and blow that dirt into his mama house, bring all of them evil spirits into his mama house in the name of a view, in the name of a click. Who would do their mother that dirty? If a nigga do his mother that dirty, what you think he gonna do to you? How do you think he really feels about you as a follower? Because that's just what y'all are, a whole bunch of followers. We don't got no supporters no more. Nobody's supporting nobody. You got a bunch of followers. And the day will come, I'm telling y'all. Because motherfuckers is 45, 50, 55. When that day come, right? I don't care if I ain't on the internet. I ain't on this motherfucker no more. I don't give a fuck if I'm 75. I'm going to come back to this video and I'm going to say, y'all remember when I told y'all about so-and-so and so-and-so? Where is he or she now? And when you see him or you see her, you're going to be like, yo, 10 toes is a beast. I'm the Nostradamus of this shit. I can tell you people's future. I can tell you how they're going to end up. I can tell you where they're lacking at, where they're slacking at, where they doing good at, what they need to work on, what they need to spice up a little bit. I can tell you about all that. I'm good with that. You know how you got people that can make people millionaires, how you got people that can make people heavyweight champions. You know, like Cus D'Amato made Mike Tyson a heavyweight champion of the world. But if Cus D'Amato got in the ring, he know the combinations, how to snap that punch. He know how to do all of that. But if he get in the ring, he get knocked the fuck out. He's a good creator. He can create that like God created you. He created a strong, black, conscious brother. Oh, another thing, when it comes to the conscious brothers, right? You can't forget Sonetta. You can't forget Sonetta TV, who created the whole unconscious community. He called it the conscious community, but he had to bring up the unconscious. And they always turn around and shit on you. He did it with most of all the people that he built up. One in particular, Brother Polite. And Brother Polite blew past him. But Brother Polite didn't reach back. He didn't pay homage. And that's what we get. And look what my family, that's my family, that's my blood. You can just tell by my bloodline how real we are. Look at my bloodline. Look at Sonetta TV. Sonetta Studios and the conscious community. Go look at it. Look at all the people that he built. All the people that have a voice. And all of these Jews, Gentiles, and 5%ers and Muslims and all the people that have a voice now. They came through Sonetta TV. Even rappers. And they all shit on them. No one pays homage. Same thing with me. I built all these dudes. Believe it or not, I built them all. From the 050, Harlem Legends, China Brim, Zip with the Drips, all of them. I played a part in a success of unsuccess, because that's not success. But to them, they think they're successful, and none of them pay homage. They befriend you, they get what they can, and then they turn on you. You know why? Because they want to become you. They want to be bigger than you. So they flip and turn on you, thinking that, you know what? Now that I'm over them, or people are listening more, now it's time for me to shoot them down so I can take all of their followers. And that's the prison mentality. That's what they do in jail. And that's why I say, you know what? Half of them were slip droppers. China Brim, Zips, all of them. They all dropped slips, meaning they sat in their cell, they wrote letters to the depths, and they told them, they snitched on everybody. They told them the knife is over here, this person is going to stab this person tomorrow, this person going to do that. You think when the CO was calling them out, oh, yo, you got to go to the clinic, you got to go over here. When the CO was calling them out, it was going in the dep office and telling them everything. You think China Brim was up north on medication, weak-minded, selling his soul, putting stuff into his system because he couldn't handle it. He couldn't take it. So when they came to him and they said, you know what, we're going to lock you up. We're going to put you in the box. You better tell us what's going on. We know you know all about the gang stuff and what's going on and who's bringing the drugs and here, what's happening. You think he didn't tell him? China Brim told him everything. China Brim ratted on everybody. This is a fact. China Brim ratted on everybody. You think just because you did it behind closed doors that nobody heard it? You think just because you snitched on everybody that the COs wasn't going to let the word out and tell what you did? China Brim snitched on dudes for no apparent reason. China Brim, the rat. He's a rat. And you people follow, and it don't even matter, because this is the new era is snitching is good. Ratting is cool. It's the new era. But I still put it out there to let it be known. Him, Zip, all of them. Motherfucker done sat on live YouTube and told y'all how he told on me, how he tried to get me fired, that he called my job, that he told that 10 toes down. Yeah, him. You can't hide it, 10. They see your face, they see it. He said that. and you're still supported and say, I'm the hater. How can I become the hater when I'm the dude that's up? Meaning I'm up by saying, you know what? I'm uplifting the next brother, the next sister. I have a job, I have a family, I have things I can fall back on, the 401ks, and you ain't even got over $100,000 to $200,000 in your bank account. Matter of fact, you ain't even got a bank account because you probably ain't got no ID. These dudes, you know, when you're probably using your brother ID. Let's get to that part. Yeah, you're using your brother ID, and then people say, "Damn, how the fuck 10 be knowing all of this shit?" Because I'm the Nostradamus of this shit. I can tell you the future. I can tell you what's going on in the person's life. Because I'm guided by the hand of God. And you old devil, you ain't gonna work from the bottom. You think the devil is gonna win by working from the bottom up? I'm building from the top down. Huh? Yeah. I'm a master builder. In high science, I build from the top down. I don't build from the bottom up. That's what y'all do. Y'all try to build strong foundations. When I get back to the bottom is when I start to create my foundation. But my building is going to start from the top down. So if you think that you the one that's on the top, you the one that's holding the crown, you the one that's doing all of it, you got all of these different platforms. The Gillies and what's the other name? Joe Buttons and all of these dudes, right? Now you got Jadakiss and Fat Joe. You have yet to see any one of them bring up an up-and-coming rapper that's trying to get their foot in the door, that's trying to get their voice heard. And not only rappers, right? We're the R&B singers. I be meeting so many female R&B singers, dudes that do R&B that can sing. Where they at? Where the instrument players? Where the people the musicians? Where the guys that play the guitars and the pianos and all that? Y'all don't bring nobody on there to get them exposure. And then they come up here, Gilly always, right? And they talk this, right? And I mess with $1 million worth of game. It depends on who they interviewing. But at the same time, I'm like, damn, man, these dudes just can't, like, oh man, they don't reach back, man. I can understand Wallow because Wallow still has that Joe mentality. He's about helping people, and he's trying. He give you the game. I done seen him tell you how to start the videos and do all this other stuff, but man, there's more work to be done. And if you can't do it, at least have somebody in position that you can, all right, this is your job. Your job is to go out, scout, start getting singers, musicians, and artists. And all. And the sad part is that it's going to bring them money. It's going to bring them money. What's so hard about that? Man, that's what I understand. Rappers like, homie, you on top. You got 9 platinum albums. You did your thing. Now sit the fuck down. Let the young bull come in now. That's why I salute and big up to Jim Jones. Jim Jones had so much shit going on, right? So many dudes he put on and started their careers. Even if they put a couple of dollars, they put $100,000, $200,000 in their pocket. That's more than they would ever see working a regular job. But working at McDonald's, he done made dudes see money in tours and backstages and jury. He done helped so many different people. That's the part I look at. How many people did he help? I don't care about, he ain't do the, how many people did he help? He helped how many? 5 people careers? Okay, cool. I'm rolling with that brother. How many people he helped? Oh, he helped this person, he put that person on? Oh, I'm with that brother. I'm with him. If you ain't helping, you ain't reaching back, and you ain't building, you ain't leaving behind a legacy of somebody that can carry on where you leaving off at, then I don't even want to hear it, man. Shut up. Shut up. And my thing is, I'm not going to just bang on you. I'm not going to bang on you. I'm not going to go crazy on you. I'm going to hold you accountable, though. I'm going to hold you accountable. Yeah, I know I'm all over the place with it right now, because that's where I'm supposed to be with it. So my question to you guys, right? When are y'all all going to start holding people accountable? When y'all going to hold people accountable? Y'all still can follow him. I'll tell you, though, stop following him. Don't follow her. Don't do... Nah, keep following him. Keep following him. Because you need to know your enemy. You need to know stupidity. You need to know the ignorance. Because this is what you're going to use as a stepping stone to help big yourself up. We need people out here that come with the, yeah, son, yeah, this and that, and you could differentiate. You be like, oh shit, okay, that's the ignorant nigga right there. That's the nigga that's okay. Come here, son, come here, sit down. Do like the white people do. Come here. Look at these guys. Look at them. Look. Dad, who's that? That's a black guy. I think he's a rapper or a YouTuber, and he's trying to convey or get across a story to this other black guy. See this one here? They have a problem and they're bickering and going back and forth. But look how they deal with each other. Look, son. Look. See, this is why we can't trust them. See, because that guy right there at one time was helping that guy. And then now this guy is trying to threaten him. But why, Dad? For no reason. They want to kill and fight each other for no reason, son. And the little white kid is just sitting there taking it. Then the little kid grow up one day and he becomes a fucking lawyer and then a DA and he's locking your dumb ass up. And you trying to give your story on, no, I'm a good person, I have a family. Shut up, you little dumb YN. You're the reason my dad told me that you this and that. And now you got industries full of bodies. Attica, Clinton, Comstock, Auburn. And a man can go in there where he's locked in 24 hours a day. He can't come out. He can't go to the store. He can't get a girl. He can't do nothing. And they can big up and glorify that. You don't see not one person in the history that they said that they was on a plantation and they went to a new plantation and bigged up the old plantation. They went over there and told them about the hardships and the harsh reality of what was going on. Oh, slave master shoemaker, you better not go over there. Slave master shoemaker is breaking niggas' ankles and making everybody work on their knees. Oh, you better not go over to slave master so-and-so. He'll whoop you for an hour straight before he even put you in the field. Nobody was holding nothing down. Who held it down in slavery? So you mean to tell me the blood of a slave is out here now bigging up his pain? His slavery, or what he went through? I know it's different. I know it's different. It's different. Y'all a bunch of cowards. And I call out any dude that been in prison, that been in jail, and he still glorified. You a coward if you glorify it. If you out here trying to make a difference and make a change, and tell these kids the reality, or tell them grown-ups, or just the world, let your voice be heard. I don't care if you get 2 views. It could be one person within them 2 that you saved their lives that said, you know, I don't want to go to prison. I don't want them hours. I don't want to go through that suffering. I don't want to go to a funeral. You know what it's like to go to a funeral of a loved one, shackled down on a bus or on a van, shackled down. This is the last visual that you're going to have of your loved one, with handcuffs on, shackles around your waist and on your feet, and you can't even touch them. You only can put your hands on the side of the casket and lean over. Don't lean too much because you might fall because you got shackles on your feet. And your family coming up to you. Now everybody, all they can do is hug you. You can't even hug them back. All you're doing is got a whole bunch of tears on your shirt by going down to the funeral, and now you're on your way back from the funeral. You get back to the jail, and you throw that mask back on. You throw the bop, and you throw the walk, and you just came from pain. You just came from seeing your loved one dead. That's how you know. These are some inconsiderate. They don't have no feelings. They don't have nothing. They are selfish. They are criminal thinkers. They have been through so much and put themselves through so much. I don't care about all that. Yo, I got caught up. Yo, I made a mistake. Get the fuck out of here. You made a poor choice. And you've been making poor choices your whole life. And you know what's wrong, because when the police come, you run. What you running for? You know, because you know what you did was wrong. When you going to break inside that man's house, why you sneaking and creeping for? Why you take your shoes off when you went up in there and started burglarizing his house? Because you know it's wrong. Then you mean to tell me you get locked up and now you become the victim and say the system or the white man or why they not letting you go, and you cry about the parole board and you do all this other shit and theatrical and start blaming the system, opposed to blaming yourself. You put yourself there. I don't care what nobody tell me. You made a poor choice and put yourself there. I don't see nobody that, now you do have exceptions to the rule that happen to been down, walking down the street and TNT, or they did a sweep and you got caught up within that sweep. Fight. Fight. Plead your case. Go to court. Don't cop out. Fight your case. But I'm here to tell your sisters out there to be wary and watch out for them dudes that try to shed so much light on everybody else and call everybody Gizzy and say this person was this and this person was that. When in reality, they was in prison sleeping with men. They was in prison in the shower ball watching. They're the reason why dudes take showers with their underwear on. Because dudes like that be in the shower talking gangster. They take 2 hours in the shower to wash up. All along, they over there looking at you. Yo, son, I see you. Yo, you be working out crazy, man. Your chest is crazy, man. Yo, you got to work out on your legs. Yeah, that's when they be looking down at your ball sack. You got dudes like that. Yeah, I don't work out. I ain't big. They mad. They upset. They don't like with me. They hate me. Yo, for real. Like, when it comes to 10 toes down, dudes hate me. They hate my bed. They hate my shades, my hat. They hate this tooth. They hate the tooth. They like, how did he get that platinum tooth? This is platinum. You can't tell me it ain't. Motherfuckers done said they was killers and gangsters and had a Batmobile. Fuck out of here. Y'all believe that? Fat Joe robbed 70 people in the school. Y'all ain't say nothing about that. Fuck out of here. This is a platinum tooth. It's just that I ain't put the diamonds back on the right side of, yeah, let's just start making stories up. Fuck it. Y'all believe everything else. Y'all believe men went to the moon. Y'all believe that dudes done got slammed on their back, bounced back up, and was a superhero when he bounced up with a cape on. Y'all believe anything. Talk back to 10, I'm talking to you, man. Talk back to me. I spin on them. DR.UMAR Johnson. Take the doctor off your name. You out here lying and covering up. And I know it's more dirt that they gonna find on your ass. It's much more dirt they gonna find on you. And when they find it, you gonna be in trouble. You gonna be in trouble. I believe that he's a scam artist. He's a scammer. You see, he's the direct lineage of Frederick Douglass with no proof. The Frederick Douglass family don't even acknowledge him or recognize him as being part of their family. Like, this shit is crazy. You know what? Let me see. You know what? I'm a direct descendant of King Tut. I am. I'm a direct descendant bloodline of King Tut. Do y'all hear what I'm telling y'all? I'm Egyptian. And half my family ain't even from Egypt. You know what? Because that's on my mother's side. On my father's side, I'm related to Bob Marley. Bob Marley is in my family. I'm Jamaican. I'm a Jamaican. I'm from Jamaica. Kingston. Well, go ahead, Regin. I'm from Jamaica. Who the fuck said I ain't? Nobody. You can't tell me I'm not. DR.UMAR is from this person. Jealous Fun said that he was a gangster, and every story that he ever told y'all, he got beat up. But he's a tough nigga. I don't know if I got beat up. If y'all see me get beat up outside by a bus stop, will I be able to come and make a video and say, yeah, who else wants some? Who else wants some? And I just got my ass whooped. Y'all be like, yo, Tinto, you better get the fuck out. That dude beat your ass at the bus stop. He beat you for 5 minutes on the number 4 bus. Yeah, you got beat 5 minutes on the 4 bus. Yeah, like, get the fuck, man. Let me tell you something. What y'all better do is stay out that goddamn white man prison.